Hey guys, what's up? It's me, LegoLee329 here, and today we have the final review for this first wave of the Force Awakens sets here. This is the Millennium Falcon. This set retails for a whopping $150. That's a ton for a non-UCS Lego set, and the piece count is 1,329, which I absolutely love. The box here is huge. It's hardly even fitting in my studio, but here's a front look at your box. There is the back of the box. You get one very high quality instruction manual with 157 pages of building. The first minifigure included with this set here is Rey. If you want to see a better look at this minifigure, go check out my review for the Rey speeder set. But the most interesting part here, she includes a silver small pistol right there, which is nice to see. Our second figure here is BB-8. If you want a better look at him, go check out my review for Poe Dameron's X-Wing Starfighter. Our third minifigure here is Chewbacca, who is disappointingly the exact same Chewbacca minifigure from older sets. I wish they made him a little bit different, but the best part here is he actually has a new bowcaster piece, which is in kind of a weird way a stud shooter. I kind of wish it wasn't, but it's still a really cool new mold, and of course it can fire, which I like quite a bit. I'm going to hold off on the last two heroes of this set for the end because they're the most important minifigures included here. We're going to skip to the villainous characters. This guy here is the Kanjik Lub. No idea if I'm saying that right. Gang member, and he looks really cool. Definitely a pirate of some sort. Some great torso printing right there, great leg printing, and I love the weird eye patch he has. And his hat piece is like one of those beanie cap pieces that from the Lego collectible minifigures line. He has some great back printing as well. Just the musket is kind of an odd weapon because it's a musket, and he's in Star Wars. It seems a little bit out of date or something, kind of not like in the right time period, but besides that, it's still really cool. Here is our second pirate minifigure, a guy I also know nothing about. This is Tasu Leech. He looks very cool. His printing is kind of plain, but it works. His face print looks fantastic. He actually has the Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece molded in black, which is nice to see, and he surprisingly has a double-sided face and some nice back printing, so a good Tasu Leech minifigure right here. Now we're finally getting to the characters we really want to see. This is Finn. We don't know his last name yet, so maybe he's somebody, even though I don't think he's going to be. This is a great minifigure. That jacket is very accurate and it looks really good. His face print is nice, but the best part of this minifigure, the thing that tons of people are just freaking out about, is his hair piece, and it's such a great hair piece. It's a hair piece Lego has needed to make for years, and they finally did it here with Finn, and it looks fantastic. His back printing is great as well. His double-sided face is also very fitting for him because he always seems to be panting in these trailers. Just the one disappointing part about this minifigure, besides not having any leg printing, is the lack of a blue lightsaber. In some of the more recent promotional art posters in that little clip released on Instagram, Finn has a blue lightsaber. It would have been nice to get that with this set, but we don't have it. It's okay. He's a great minifigure, and I have plenty of blue lightsabers in my collection already. I bet you guys do too, so Finn here is a really good minifigure. And our final minifigure for this set here is old Han Solo, and this is the first time I believe a Han Solo minifigure does not have that classic hairpiece. He has the gray hairpiece with the more like messy hair, which is accurate to the film, so I can't really complain about that. It's just a little bit weird, and it's so weird to have an old Han, but it's great. He looks great. His torso printing is very accurate. His leg printing is very accurate. Of course, he has the pistol right there, and his face just looks fantastic. His double-sided face is a little bit weird, to be completely honest, but I still really love this minifigure, and he's so awesome and great. He has some great back printing as well, so old Han is a very welcome addition, and I'm super excited about this minifigure and the character returning to the Star Wars series. Here it is, guys, the Millennium Falcon itself. This vehicle, there's no words really to describe this vehicle. It's just so iconic. It means so much to me as a huge Star Wars fan. It means so much just to like cinema in general. It's one of the, if not the most famous spacecraft of all time, and one of the coolest, and it's so awesome to get it in Lego form. All that being said, this set came out in 2011, and I also got that set, and I reviewed that set. You can guys go back in my channel and find it. I was a lot crappier reviewing back then. And Lego basically changed around a few things to make it more updated, and it's a better set overall, but they basically modified that set slightly and are selling this new one with some new minifigures for $150, so that is a little bit annoying. However, it's still the Millennium Falcon. It's still awesome, and if you didn't get that set, well, here's your opportunity to get your own Millennium Falcon. Now the design up towards the front here has changed a good bit with some more updated pieces for the better in my opinion. The shaping here looks really good. I like the use of these pieces. The lights here look cool, and a cool feature is you actually can put your finger in here and there's a spring-loaded missile which is really well hidden, really well integrated inside the vehicle right there, so that is really cool. The outside of the rest of the ship is definitely more dirty than previous Falcons, which makes sense. This vehicle is 30 years older. It's going to be more battle damage, more wear and tear on this vehicle. And the most noticeable difference between this and the old Falcon, of course, is the radar dish. In Return of the Jedi, the circular radar dish gets knocked off and it is now replaced with a rectangular one, which is right here. That is a sticker on the radar dish. It's actually on a mix-up ball joint and a pivoting piece right there, so you can actually pose it, which is really cool to see. Some of the greebling here is just awesome. I love all of these pieces. Some of the details here are just really well done. The design back here is very similar, but it looks good. Unfortunately, all of those are stickers, but they look good and they're very accurate to the actual Millennium Falcon. And of course, the engine is the same design it's been since 2004, but it works really well and it just looks good. LEGO did update this design right here to make it more circular, and I really like it. This is a newer piece being used right there that wasn't available back in 2011, and I think it works very well. But one design that wasn't updated at all, I think, is this one right here, this thing circling around in this part. That just brought back some crazy deja vu moments. It's like the exact same thing from the old one. The cockpit area is modified a little bit. It's a little bit shorter, which is more accurate to the film. But one thing here is that this cockpit is unfortunately designed. For some reason, LEGO decided to put this brick right here, and then you put the cockpit piece on, and it doesn't work. It doesn't line up. It's impossible to get it on. I've tried countless times and it just doesn't work. So you actually have to take this piece off right here. I don't know why this wasn't a tile to begin with. And then you can fit this on, and it's still not easy. You still have to kind of push things in. It's just an unfortunate design right here. It's hard to get that cockpit on and off. I'm really not fond of that. LEGO could have done a much better job. Also, the inside of the cockpit, this part falls off a lot, and it's pretty lame. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty lame. There's not really a whole lot going on inside here, but you can take Rey, you can take Finn, who are piloting it on the box, and put them inside there, which is a cool and new look. It's just, I think the cockpit could have been a little bit better. It looks nice from the outside, but once you try to take the thing off and put it back on in the actual interior, it's pretty disappointing. Now the top of the Falcon here has a rotating gun, which is pretty cool, and it also can move up and down. But the coolest part here is this part here can actually open up, and you can pull this small little table piece out that can sit two minifigures on it. Now this is very plain, no controls. It's kind of lame and not that great, but it's still a cool play feature, and I like how that opens up. It's a much better design than the old one, which you had to kind of just rip off. Now it is time to show off the main feature of this Millennium Falcon. Opening the whole thing up. I really like how this part opens. It reminds me a lot of Kylo Ren Shuttle, which I just reviewed. This whole thing just kind of slides forward on some Technic pieces. That's really, really effective. The way everything else opens up is like the past two versions of the Millennium Falcon that weren't the UCS version. You can open it up each little panel like so. It's kind of tedious, kind of annoying, but it's also fun and it's very effective. Unfortunately, there are gaps between the panels when it's closed up, but that's just something that I think is a necessary evil for this set, because LEGO hasn't been able to figure out how to make a circular thing. LEGO bricks aren't really circular, so they've done a really good job with the pieces they have, and it works really well. Now, you can debate whether or not this set or the 2011 set look as good as each other from the outside. You cannot debate which interior is better. This one's interior is miles, I mean seriously miles better than the old set. I'm going to zoom into this part right here. Look at this. Look at this. Those are stickers, which is a little lame, but look at that detail. That looks amazing. I love that. And look at that shield piece. That is a printed shield piece for the game board right there. And I love it. It looks awesome. It's amazing. It's a great exclusive piece for this set, and this little area right here just looks so cool. The swiveling chair and control panel right there looks very cool. Now this whole thing has lots of random pieces kind of on the floor. You can see here just like random stuff hanging out, which I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. It might just be like random stuff that's accumulated in the Falcon because Chewie and Han haven't been with it. for a long period of time, I don't really know what to think. Now, there is a smuggler's compartment right here, which is a very similar design to the old one. You basically just lift on this red piece right here, and that's it. It's just a very small little area. You can't really fit too much in there, but at least it's a kind of a cool play feature. The backside here has some very solid engine details. Look at that. Look at those stickers. It looks very cool. Again, lots of random crap just like all over the floor of this Falcon. I really don't know what to think of it, but I do like this tube piece quite a bit. And then finally, the little bed area right here. Again, a bunch of random stuff. I really don't know what any of this stuff is, but I really don't care to know. I'm interested to see like what's going on, why LEGO designed it this way. And this part here looks pretty good. These beds are a nice design, much better than the ones that came with the set from 4 years ago. One quick thing I'll mention right here is the boarding ramp. You can push on this piece right here and this part will go out, which it's not really easy to board someone onto the Falcon, but it simulates it pretty well and it's a nice play feature for this set. Alright guys, final verdict here on the Millennium Falcon. It's the frickin' Millennium Falcon. You can't really get that much cooler than this vehicle, and LEGO did a fantastic job designing this thing here. It really looks good. That being said, it is very similar to the one that came out in 2011. However, that 2011 set I gave a 10 out of 10 to. Now, retroactively, I probably would not give it that rating. I was just a little bit more generous back then, but that was a great set, and honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I actually think this set improves with having more detail, especially on the inside, and you get a really great figure selection. The price, $150 is a lot to shell out for this set, especially if you have the old one, because I didn't really need this set. I already have a Millennium Falcon in my collection. I just wanted to complete the Force Awakens Wave 1 and get all the minifigures, but it's a lot of money, but the piece count I think is fair, especially considering how big this is and how many minifigures you get in all the new molds and whatnot. So this is a really good set. I think it's a good deal, and it's the Millennium Falcon. You can't really get any better than this vehicle. I'm going to give this set here a 9.2 out of 10. Those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below. Guys, also don't forget to like this video, share the video with all your friends. Go like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. Please subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you guys next time on LEGO Star Wars set reviews. I'll see you guys later. Bye.